Hope you guys are doing well. How is everyone? Alrighty. So this will be the weekly read. Let me move my hair because I feel like people tend to hear like when my hair scratches the little microphone. But like I was saying, this is the May 29th week read. This will be we're going to start out with Geminis and then we'll go the rest of the zodiac according to the zodiac calendar, okay? I had done a collective read for Gemini season, but well, I did the elements, but it's funny because each element that I did, it was the same message. So I was like, I should have just done a collective reading. But I will say that it was a lot to do with like community service and like being of service to your community and just communicating and networking and really putting yourself out there. And I see a lot of rebirth that's like happening all around us, not just with the Geminis, but the whole zodiac as a whole, like as a collective. But yeah, so moving forward, spirit guides, ancestors would like to walk with us every day. What do my Geminis need to know for this week? Alrighty. Top of the deck is the Three of Cups in reverse. We have the Page of Swords, the Tower, the Lovers in reverse, Eight of Wands, the Strength card, High Priestess, Queen of Wands. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, the Ten of Wands, and the Three of Pentacles. So the energy that I'm getting for this week is when it comes to your relationships around you, the people you love, be careful this week communicating. As we are in Gemini season, the emotions could be heightened, conversations can turn into argument, agree to disagree. Some people think, it's not really good to agree to disagree, but for this case, be careful when you're having conversations with your loved ones, people that you care about. There could be some gossip going around on social media with the people around you. What I'm seeing here, though, it's like something is going to be probably said that is going to probably grind your gears just a little bit or a lot, because we have the Tower card here. If it were in reverse, I would think, that this energy is it could have been avoided. But what Spirit's showing me is that this energy, this arguing, this gossip, it's for you to learn. It's a learning curve for you. It'll depend this week if you have that capability, that strength of taming the lion with this gossip that's going around, these arguments, these petty arguments. It's almost as if people don't want to see you shine in your Queen of Cups energy. That's giving fire energy, Leo, Aries, Sagittarius energy, right? It's like you're going deeper into your witch self almost, right? Like your manifestations are coming into fruition. People around you are seeing, this different, new, amazing side of you. And there could be some jealousy around that, right? Spirit's saying that with that Three of Cups energy, it's almost like don't waste your time with people that aren't really in your frequency, right? It's almost like during this eclipse season, you learned a lot about the people around you, and like the fact that, you know, maybe this isn't my circle anymore. Maybe like I am growing. I am someone that is just not in the same, shouldn't be in the same atmosphere as these people that I used to be around, right? This week could be just like, I'm focusing on what I need to focus on. You could be having petty arguments with family members, like I was saying earlier. Focus on the end goal, right? Focus on what matters. Focus on your family. Focus on your relationship, on building that, right? Don't get so stuck on the small things of, you know, your relationship, right? Like, oh, they didn't wash their plate, or, oh, you know, they're so picky about this, that. Like, we're all different individuals and we're not the same, okay? We're all made up of different stardust, right? Another thing Spirit's showing me when it comes to your finances, you're overworking yourself almost, right? It's like, I'm seeing like you're stressing yourself out when you don't need to be stressing yourself out. Like, you're tending to nitpick at like every single detail, and Spirit saying like, just slow down. Like, you are where you need to be. You don't need to rush the process, right? Take it day by day, week by week, okay? It's like, it's so weird because like in my head, I'm like trying to like, as I'm reading this, I'm like, okay, what's the month ahead like? But it's like, no, we're on this week right now. So it's like, is that what you're doing? Is it that you're trying to focus on like the end goal, right? But you're trying to automatically get to that place in your life. And it's like, it's going to take time. Don't rush it. Slow down is what Spirit's saying. You know, it's probably what's causing, you know, these petty arguments, is like you're stressing yourself out, and the people, I feel like your partner is like trying to slow you down, and you're like, no, but I have to do this and I have to do that, and like it needs to be done this week, or like my life's falling apart. It could be that you're trying to plan out your birthday party and you're just like, everything's falling apart, and it's like Spirit's like, you just need to retreat a little bit. You just need to slow your roll, retreat, you know, look at your finances, right? It's like you're trying to plan out this extravagant party, and you know, you're trying to please people almost. And Spirit's saying, slow down, right? Slow down. Focus on what you do have, okay? Think back, reflect. This is giving that Mercury retrograde energy. It's like, okay, we just went through Mercury retrograde. We're already like passing through this post shadow. We've already passed the post shadow of a cliff. And it's like, okay, now, my friend, what is it that you reflected on? If you've been doing the work, and if you've been taking note of what it is that you've, you know, needed to work on, maybe right now, this week is a time for you to reflect back on those notes that you've been taking, if you have been taking them, and looking back at, you know, this past month, past few weeks, and being like, okay, what is it that Spirit was trying to show me throughout this week? Am I applying this, right? And it's like, this week is for you to just reflect, right? Don't let outside voices get in your head, okay? Be careful this week as your birthday week's coming up, or your birthday month's coming up. Don't waste unnecessary money, okay? Spirit, it's almost like Spirit saying like, this isn't the year to like go all out on your birthday, right? It's almost like, let people in your life that love you and care for you show out for you, okay? Stop trying to micromanage your day, okay? Is what Spirit's saying. Yeah. When I get this card, I think of like people running away from their problems. Yeah. Spirit's saying reflect. Just take some time to like chill out, go into hermit mode, like I was saying earlier, right? This week's it's just peace for you, Gemini. Like, stop trying to make it like what it doesn't need to be. Chill. Go to take some yoga classes. Go have some fun. And not too much fun, okay? Remember when I showed you that 3 of Cups card in reverse? That's when someone overindulges in things that they shouldn't be overindulging in. Let's get a self care card. Challenge yourself. Challenge yourself to do better. Don't set limits on your potential. So this week, as you're reflecting, what challenges can you put in your life that will get you to A to B, right? I feel like you're kind of like, it's like, I keep picturing like Mario when he's like passing the level, but he's like hitting the wall over and over and over and over. It's like, okay, you've already gotten past this level. Why are you still trying to like do the same thing over again when you've already passed that test? Like, what other ways can you challenge yourself this week? And, you know, going into like Gemini season, sacral chakra, your sacral chakra is out of balance. That's honestly what I got in the collective reading. That's one of the cards that came out, is a sacral chakra. What is it that you need to work on internally still? What are these blocks? Why do you feel like you need to control everything? You know, dig deeper into that. I'm not going to get too much into that because I did go over that during the Reiki session this past new moon. Health checkup. Take charge of your health. Schedule your annual checkup. Ooh, exactly. Read. Here we go. So, as I was saying, during this hermit mode of a week, what is it you need to do? You need to go to the doctor. Okay, make that freaking appointment, right? You can't move forward with these other things if you're just like, your own mental health, your own physical health is falling apart. Read. The more you read, the more you learn, right? You could also be starting a side hustle, right? You could be wanting to take initiative on a project you've started or you've been thinking about, post-eclipse, post-Mercury retrograde. Challenge yourself. These kind of go hand in hand. It's like, how can you challenge yourself to, you know, put this side hustle or this side business or this idea to fruition, right? Yeah, Geminis. I love that for you. Let's get a moon card for this week. We'll go with the top one. I'm taking all those cards. Adjustments are required, right? Back to what I was saying. What different things could you do to challenge yourself? Ways that you can stop hitting this wall, you know, of like overdoing it when you don't need to overdo it, right? So like you've already passed this level. What ways can you incorporate different ways of just not being so stressed out, of getting to point A to point B without feeling like you're overwhelmed or feeling like you're just like you're overdoing it, right, Geminis? So with that is your weekly read. I hope that resonated. If not, check your moon, rising, and sun sign if you haven't. I highly recommend going off your rising sign because that's basically how you interact socially, right? If you don't know that, if you're not really into astrology, but you just like watching like the horoscopes videos. But with that, take care. I hope this week brings you a lot of peace and just serenity and just you're able to kind of push through these mental blocks. Take care.